Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I'm a little older than the guys that were speaking before, so I've got a few notes written down here, but when you listen to all these hockey guys, I mean, it's amazing, their personalities, first of all, and then what they've done after hockey. And that is a real tribute to all hockey players. First of all, I want to thank you, Renee, and the New York State Hall of Fame for this tremendous honor. I also want to congratulate all the other recipients who got this award. I owe so many people. I lived the dream of making it to the NHL because of one man who lived in a neighboring town. He took the time to make a phone call to the Calgary Centennials and told them that they might want to take a look at this 15-year-old hockey player from Hinton, Alberta. That was the start of a dream come true for me. It was a break that so many players don't get, and it motivated me to try to help the youth of Long Island fulfill their dream of playing in the NHL. The New York Islanders set up the Junior Islanders program, and Jerry Hart and I took these youngsters to the Quebec International Tournament for 13 years. It was so satisfying to see how many of these Long Island boys had made it to the NHL, including my son Eric, who was able to fulfill his childhood dream and played in the NHL for 10 years. I really need to thank my whole family for their support. Marissa's the best daughter anyone could have, and she was quite an athlete in playing basketball and also softball. I felt so bad that I was away so much, and much of our parenting was done by my wife Michelle, and I have to say she did one hell of a job. We are so lucky to have 4 grandchildren, 3 hockey players, and 1 princess. The greatest thing about hockey, and I think that you've heard it from a lot of the guys here, is that they learn so many things about life. Hard work, it teaches you so many things. Hard work, respect, good sportsmanship, teamwork, and compassion for those that aren't quite as fortunate. I meet players that I coached 30 years ago, and they still call me Mr. Nystrom. Hockey is a character builder, and I have to say that the young people that play this game and will learn so many values and lessons, and 9 out of 10 of them will turn out to be model citizens. I owe so much to so many. Certainly, I have to thank Bill Torrey for taking the chance on a right winger off the Calgary Centennials. I was told by my coach I didn't hear this from the other coaches. I was told 1,000 times by my coach that I couldn't make it unless, well, I could be a good minor leaguer if I fought more. Bill Torrey drafted me in the 3rd round, and I couldn't have landed in a better place with a truly great group of guys. Bill had an amazing eye for talent and character, and he and Al built one hell of a hockey team. I need to thank Al Arbor. He was one of the greatest motivators and the best coach in the National Hockey League, except for anyone that was here. Al Arbor could spin a story about something that he saw or heard about on his way to the rink, and he could turn it into such a motivating speech that by the time he was finished, we would have skated through the boards for him to win a hockey game. If you could look at one of the first things that he taught us was never fear losing. If you could look at yourself in the mirror and say that you had done your very best, that was fine. But you should never be satisfied. He taught us to love winning. And the best thing that he ever told me that I carry every day of my life is, who would you rather be? The guy that sits on his heels and worries about making a mistake? Or the guy that's on his toes, attacking and believing that he's going to score the winning goal? That was one of the most valuable things that I've learned, and I refer back to it almost every day. Needless to say, I truly appreciate this award, but we all know that hockey is a team sport. And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my incredible teammates. First of all, I want to recognize Clark Gillies, Mike Posse, John Potvin, and I hope that they're looking down at us right now. They were a huge part of the New York Islanders, and it's so hard to believe that they're gone, but their memory will always be with us. I want to congratulate Patty, Butch, and also Kenny Morrow. You know, he was discussed here tonight and couldn't make it, but with their induction into the New York State Hall of Fame. Without all of these guys, we would never have won the Stanley Cup 4 years in a row. They were the best guys in the world, and the guys that every mother would love. They were kind, polite, caring, and considerate up until game time, and then they were a whole lot different. Al taught us that we were all equal, from the highest goal scorer to the player with 1 assist. And we needed everybody in order to win and be successful. How can it be that 14 players on that team have their name on all 4 Stanley Cups? When will it ever happen again? Who knows? That Tampa's got a pretty good team. There's a bond between us, and to this day, when we get together, it was like we were never apart. We are right back to telling the same stories and jokes, and we would be laughing as if we'd never heard them before. I am so appreciative to accept this award, but I will accept it on behalf of my teammates. Without them, I would have been nothing. Thanks so much.